Hello everyone. If you can't tell by my face, I'm exhausted, I'm sick, but what better day to do a big unboxing? Now, I have an issue where I'm always so busy and I've always got so much going on. I never know where to begin filming YouTube videos, and this one's just gonna have to start here. Because if I keep waiting for the perfect moment, I'm never gonna get a video done. So we're just gonna unbox some stuff, we're going to check it out, and I think as this video goes along, when I have updates on these specific items, I will put them in the same video. Now these items, I'm pretty excited about, but I'm also really worried about because I think they are going to need a lot of work. And two of the items out of here might be impossible to make the way that I want to make them, but we'll see. So this is number 1, this is number 2, number 3, and number 4. So for starters, I've been working towards having products that I can just stock without them being pre-order items. And this is intended to be that. There are some items that are just meant for Patreon. So I'll make a design and I'll post it to Patreon. It's the kind of exclusive designs that people on Patreon get. This was one of those designs. It's beautiful. An embroidered sweater with my own custom artwork on it. Oh, the embroidery is really, really cute. I'm really happy with the embroidery. And the back of the embroidery is not too scratchy from what I can tell, which is always my concern. However, the fabric feels like one of those really crappy fleece blankets, and I absolutely hate that fabric, with a burning, fiery passion. I'm gonna have to change the fabric for sure. I don't know if it can be picked up here, but yeah, you can see it's really fleecy. And on the inside, it's a softer cotton. The inside's fine. The outside, honestly, the outside I want more of a polyester-ish feeling to it. I like the smooth feeling of a polyester sweater. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this on anyways. I need to check the sizing, and maybe when I try it on, I won't hate the fabric as much, but we'll see. Okay, so I've tried it on. I've checked it out in the mirror. The size is pretty good. I wanted it to be a baggy sweater. It's really cozy, but man, this fabric is just so unpleasant. Oh my gosh. It's not that bad. Compared to fleece blankets, it's better than fleece blankets at the very least, but yuck. I don't like it. So I will be changing this fabric for sure. And other than that, I might change the color. I feel like it's kind of bright. I don't know. I kind of want more of a darker red, but I'm really happy with the size. So the size is good, which is good because a lot of my sweaters are based off of this size. And I probably have something else to say about this, but I can't figure out what I want to say. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get the color changed maybe, and then the fabric changed, and let's move on to the next item. Okay, so the next item is actually just totally completed, which I'm really, really happy with. It is the white version of my Higanbana set, which and I got this in a really small size because this is going to go on my friend who's going to model this for me. But wow, it just looks so good. It just looks so good in white. And then a major upgrade that I got compared to the black one, because the black sample, they didn't add this for some reason, but I got these stoppers for the hoodie so that you can adjust the straps how you want them. And then they also won't fray because they're coated in this, I don't know, wax stuff to make the aglet. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be a major upgrade compared to the black one. The only issue is that I think white stuff stains like crazy, but I can't really do anything about that. You know, that's just kind of up to the people to not stain it. So this is really awesome because I'm actually having the photo shoot in a week, and I'm going to use the black one that I already have here, and I'm going to model it, and then my friend's gonna model this one, and we're going to do it together. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. It'll be the next release that I have in May, and people have been waiting for this one, man. This one with the black one, and then the two bags, the white bag and the black bag. You guys are really excited about this one. So I'm very happy to finally be getting it out to you. And hopefully this video is out around that time as well, so you can get it for yourself. Next item. So I wanted to do all the simpler items first because I'm either going to hate these cardigans or I'm going to like them. I'm not really sure. And I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the problem with these, because these are so hard to manufacture. My typical cardigan manufacturer couldn't do these because they have these laces. They have this lace-up detail right here. And to get this lace-up detail in jacquard, you have to basically punch holes in the knit. So there's like holes stabbed into the knit so that they could lace these laces through them. And that's like, there's a structural integrity concern there. Like what if after 1 or 2 washes, these just start like ripping apart? What if it gets worse, right? Because I used a different factory than what I'm used to, I noticed even just in the photos, but especially in person, I can see this like separation thing. So I could actually make a whole video about cardigans, and I probably will. Cardigans are very particular. Like you look at a cardigan, and you think, oh, that's a pretty high quality cardigan. Chances are it's actually pretty crappy. I feel like I'm kind of a cardigan expert at this point because depending on the amount of colors you have in your pattern, you can end up with like little spaces in the pattern like this. And this is just the sign that the machines that the factory is using are not very good machines for jacquard cardigans, which is really a shame because to find a factory that is 1, good with their like machines and making jacquard, but 2, to find a factory that is good at that and also can put in these laces is really difficult. The pattern separation isn't absolutely terrible. I wouldn't say it's at like an unacceptable level, but I can see some more right here. Whereas, let me get a fruit cardigan to show you an example. So these are my like high quality German knit machine, like very, very technically well produced cardigans. And you can see that they have none of that issue. There is no separation at all in the knit. So there's no separation in the knit at all. It's all very clean and very high quality, very well knit together. Going back to this one, right, you can see the holes, like it's pretty obvious. There's like these little holes here, here, all along these edges. When you get to like the flat colors, even that doesn't look as good, but it's still better. So yeah, I might test out a few different factories to see if I can get that issue resolved, but I don't know. I would be like, okay, well, a cheaper factory is okay. I'll just sell the cardigans for less, but they cost the same amount as my fruit cardigans. Like these 2 things, they cost the same, which is messed up. Cardigans are really, really expensive to produce as well. So, you know, if I'm going to produce it really well, I may as well have a high quality one. This one doesn't have the same weight to it. It's a different material. It's cotton. This is 100% cotton, whereas this is like an elastic yarn. Even then, like there's just such a huge difference in weight. So that really sucks. I also don't feel like it's really worth making this cardigan without these lace details because that's how I designed it and like that's how I've decided I want it. So yeah, I'm even seeing in places like this where these like threads. The other factory I use does not have threads like this popping out. So it's a really big bummer because I think these designs are like super, super cute, but something is gonna have to change. And I don't know if the current factory I'm using can handle this design, so I might be switching. With all of that being said, let's look at it because they're actually really, really cute. This is what it's looking like. It has these little buttons here, so you don't have to tie the cardigan every time, which I thought would be nice, but I also don't know if I like them now that I see them. They kind of suck. Yeah, so I can't even get that buttoned, which is, I don't even think the factory could get it buttoned because it didn't come with this one buttoned. It came with the top one buttoned, but this one was not. Which I find that this person that I work with, they're either a hit or miss because they made these. They made this Higanbana stuff, which is such a hit. I dropped it. They made these Higanbana ones, which is such a hit. These are so good. Like I love these so much. The quality is so good. And then there's this, which is just, I don't know, maybe knit is just not their strong suit. But the idea is there. It's very, very cute. I think the colors might be a bit too bright, especially for this one. So like I can't charge my normal price for cardigans for this. And the normal price that I charge is already very expensive, but I'm honestly not making that much money. Like compared to other items I sell, cardigans lose me money. I can't sell this for that same like price because it's not as good. But I hope you guys can see the vision. I hope you guys can see my dream. I think that when this is done properly, it'll be really, really cute and hopefully these laces can still happen. Yeah, all right, well, next one. So this is essentially the same exact style of cardigan. It's just a different pattern slightly. And both of these patterns, this strawberry pattern, actually you can see it better on the back, this strawberry pattern and then the previous mushroom pattern, they're all done by an Instagram artist. I'll put them here, Hiroko. They are so good. Like their stuff is always so cute. So I'm really excited to be working with them again. This is my second time working with them and this project is a much more exciting project than the first one we did. But that's if everything can be done properly and if the pattern can be knitted properly and if the laces can be added properly, which is still kind of a mystery to me. Surely there's a way to do it properly. I don't know. I keep getting told that it can't be done, but I don't know. I think it can be done. Now, I'm not wearing the cutest outfit to style this with, but let's take a look. Okay, so this is the strawberry one. Let's see if I can button these ones a little easier. Okay, so this one I could button. People on Patreon were telling me that these bows suck, which I kind of agree. They're a little weird. These laces need to be very different. Yeah, a lot has to change. And then for some reason, these little bows have been put like on the insides of the wrists when they should really be like right here. Shape-wise though, I think the shape is pretty good. I think it could use a little less balloonness in the arms, and it should probably be a little bit longer, but it's a good start. Some projects you'll get right away, and then some projects take a while. And this is really looking like one of those projects that's gonna take a long time. My cat's trying to break in. There's just a foot in the door. Following one single project is really difficult because so many different things happen at so many different points in like the span of 6 months. So I'm just going to do it like month by month. This is April, so this is what I'm doing in April. And the next thing is Cottage Bodycon stuff. I'll be taking videos of that to get these samples completed and redone. It'll probably be finished at the end of the month at the earliest, so stay tuned. Hello again. It's April 9th. It's the next day. I'm still really tired. I'm still kind of sick, but I got a fun package. Cottage Bodycon dresses. Yay! Okay, so I'm actually really excited to see how small they are when they're packed, because that means that I can save a lot of money on shipping. So the cool thing about this is, like, a lot of people don't know, I think that when I ship something, it like costs usually $20 to $25 for shipping, and up until recently I had only been charging like $17, $18 maybe at the maximum for shipping, and everything that I was shipping at that time, like cardigans and mushroom dresses, they were all like at the lowest $20, but they would get up to like $28, $30 pretty easily. And I was just kind of eating that cost myself. So, you know, there's probably a lot of people that notice my shipping costs have gone up. That's out of necessity, unfortunately. But with these dresses, it looks like they'll probably be right around the 20 mark. They're small, but they're a little heavy. So right around the $20 mark. So that's awesome. And then here is the green one. The colors for this have been finally fixed, and the old sample was like really a dusty green, but this one's nice and dark. So very, very excited about this. Also the things that I got changed. The factory asked if we could change the corset for some reason, and I don't know why they needed to. I think it was part of I think it was just a difficult material to use before, and now it is this, and I think that this is great. Other changes I had done, I don't know if it'll be visible on camera, but there's this like front seam. This seam in the front used to just go straight across, but now it kind of goes up towards the bust and then back down, kind of like a V shape. And then the lace got dyed. It was supposed to be dyed, and they hadn't dyed it the first time, and they almost didn't dye it the second time. I had to like yell at them over WeChat and be like, please dye the lace, it's important. Yeah, I'm really proud of this. I'm really proud of this. And people on the internet seem to really like it. You guys on Instagram are kind of going crazy, so very excited about this. See you guys later. Hello everyone. So I didn't really have much to film in the meantime, like since the last sample review. I've been so busy, but like I don't really feel like anything eventful has happened that's worth filming, so I haven't filmed. But today I've got an exciting big box of new samples to review and talk about what changes I'm gonna make to them. Once all that stuff is ready, then I'm gonna have a lot more stuff to be filming, which is exciting. But without further ado, let's check out the samples. Okay, new bag. The strawberry 3-piece set, and that's it. I think it looks actually really, really cute. Wait a minute. I was expecting to kind of hate this bag. There's a few things that are different. This part was also supposed to be scalloped, like this inner line. But other than that, I don't know, it's like pretty close to my design. I love these little zipper pull hearts. Heart pulls on the zippers. I think it's the same for the inside. And then I also really love this corset detail. I think that these holes, I feel like they should have like a little, like this. I feel like they should have a little one. I feel like that's kind of a missing detail that should be there. But like the bows, and it's like got the pockets here, and it's quilted, which I love. I love quilted things. I'm a freak for quilt. This bag had to get remade many times. This bag was a very difficult one for them to figure out. The only thing I'm immediately noticing that kind of bothers me is this seam is not straight, which is kind of really frustrating. And then there's a little mark on it, but sometimes that happens with samples. Usually they're a lot more careful with the bulk production. If there's marks on the samples, I do get a little extra worried that there's gonna be issues with the bulk production. It's kind of hit or miss. It just depends on the factory. Sometimes they're a little more reckless with their samples, and sometimes they're like more careful with the samples, and sometimes they're more careful with the bulk, and sometimes they're careful with both. So when I'm looking at like the quality of a sample, like the strap is extremely poor quality. You can see that there's like little chips. I don't even know like what this technique is, like how they made this pink, but however they did it, it didn't go very well, clearly. I don't know, I kind of feel like they rushed this sample a little bit. My phone fits. Actually, I think this one fits a lot more than the Higanbana bags. They lack a little bit in space. You can definitely fit like a wallet and a phone, but this one you could fit like 3 wallets and 3 phones. That's pretty cool. Size-wise though, they're pretty similar, like in the amount of space they take up. This one's just, I think, thicker right here. Overall though, like the fact that it went from the very first original kind of crappy sample to now this, which is extremely close to what I wanted, is awesome. Okay, this next set is a set that has been on my interest check on my website for a while. I really hate embroidery, and I hate embroidery because it's so like particular, and there's also so many different ways to do it. So depending on like what factory you use, they might do embroidery a certain way, and then another factory might do it like differently, and it's all just like, it's just confusing. I haven't learned enough about what embroidery techniques I like, what embroidery techniques are good, what ones suit certain situations. I don't know very much about embroidery. I try to look it up on the internet and I can't find anything that's like really helpful. It's usually just like the hand embroidery techniques, which is lovely, but that's not the type of embroidery that I'm doing. So with all that being said, here's the top. I have to try it on first to know if I hate the placement of the embroidery, because I feel like in my design, I think it went all the way to the edge, like the armpits. But maybe I'm misremembering. I feel like it like curved over this part. But yeah, I don't know if that'll look better or not, or if it's even possible with the embroidery files I have. This part is really cool. I've made the jacket, which I have with embroidered sleeves and a little embroidered chest piece. And then the best part about this is I took the same artwork that's in the embroidery and I made custom zipper pulls, which is so cool. Like, man, I really feel like these kind of little details just elevate the design so much. Ah, so cool. And here is the skirt. So it's the same thing as the Higanbana. It's the same exact style, just with this strawberry embroidery in a pink color instead. So give me a second, I'm gonna try these on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know if it's like clear to you guys, but there is a very obvious issue with this set. It's always really interesting working with manufacturers, especially ones that are located in China, because I don't think I've met a single manufacturer, even ones that are really, really good. I don't think I've ever met a single one that knows what boobs are. And I'm not trying to like say, oh, Chinese people have flashes. Nothing like that. It's just Western bodies are different. And I don't think they're used to making clothes that actually fit a Western body properly. You know, like for the most part in China, like the idea is bulk produce a bunch of stuff that will fit most people. So on most people, for them, it's like, I don't know, like why are the cups all the way up here? Like they should be down here. Also, there shouldn't be any cups in here to begin with because those are ugly. It's really, really hard to find somebody who knows how to handle the chest area specifically because boobs are like really difficult to make clothes for. Like some of you guys aren't surprised about that. Other than that, I think it's really cute. I think the fact that it matches the skirt is like super adorable. I really like it. The embroidery is super cute and it's actually nice and thick up here. Like you're not gonna get itchy. It's not touching the skin. It's protected by a second layer, which is another reason why I don't think I need the pads. I got another package. This one's gonna be fun. So this is just a ton of fabric samples for different materials and stuff. I have a lot of like things for pajamas in here, which is great because I have some pajamas coming out. But the star of the show are these two. Also, I gotta say, I've been getting packages, like I ordered new bags for the company. Kind of like this, like to zip up clothes in. And ordering bags is hard. I made a mistake and I accidentally ordered 6,000 compostable bags in the wrong size. So I'm gonna have to make some smaller clothing items that will fit in those smaller bags. But I'm really, really excited because having compostable packaging is like it was one of my biggest goals. So I'm really, really excited. So I'm really, really excited about that. And yeah, I can't wait to have everything be compostable because that's nice. So I don't know if you guys remember the strawberry romper, but I've made a new version. It's the exact same material, exact same style, exact same everything. Just this new like roses in the water sort of aesthetic. This would look so good at the beach, let me just say. It's so light and flowy and airy. And the cool thing about this is I already have the strawberry one done. And so because I had the strawberry one done, I have the pattern. I know that it works. A lot of people have gotten it. I haven't gotten any complaints about it. This one I can just release right away. This is awesome. I'm really, really happy with this. If you guys have never bought one of my strawberry rompers, you won't know, but these are so soft. Like, I know bragging about my own products is kind of like lame, but seriously, I am so proud of this fabric. Like, it's so soft and smooth and stretchy on the top. On the inside, it's so cooling and soft and smooth. I love this fabric. Yay! So the reason I got a bunch of swatches for pajamas, okay, is because I'm making some pajamas. And you know what? This is a collab slash like licensing thing that I am doing with Capiera. I have their little necklace right here. Isn't that just so cute? Little capybara necklace. Capybara. Whatever. It's so cute. And I absolutely love capybaras. I've been obsessed with them for like years now. And I'm pretty picky about like the way that capybaras look. Like, I want them to actually be cute when it comes to like plush capybaras. And I honestly haven't really liked any of the ones that I've seen thus far. Just personally, my own personal taste. But the capybara plushies that they have at Capiera, I actually really like them. They're very cute. So this is probably gonna need a lot of adjustments. The colors are not quite right. Okay, I've never worn one of these things before, except for a cow one. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it here because it's a pretty funny picture. Okay, so I can't see myself, but am I adorable? Based on what I can tell just immediately, I like how I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror because I don't have a mirror right now. The colors need some work. The colors need a little bit of work. I actually have the Capiera plushies with me, but not here. So I'd have to go get them, so I'll just do that tomorrow. But yeah, it needs a little bit of work, but oh wait, that's actually such a cute idea. My manufacturers blow my mind sometimes. All right, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I wanted these pockets to look like fold over pockets, right? But then I was like, oh, but then I'd have to unbutton it, and I was trying to unbutton it. There's no unbutton hole because they're just pockets like this. So they always look like they're, I didn't know you could do that. That's so genius. I didn't know you could do that, but that makes so much sense. Don't look at my garbage. This might need some adjusting, but like with the size that it is right now, somebody who's 6 foot tall could easily wear this, I think. The arms might be too short. Also, the manufacturer said that they couldn't make this part gray, which if you look at the Capiera plushies, I'll put them right here, their little feet are gray. So that's why I made this part gray. They said they couldn't make it gray and elastic, but they've done it. They're so good. Oh, I am so proud of the manufacturers that I have made connections with. Like, I know so many good manufacturers. I'm just so proud of it. Like, they're very knowledgeable. They know what they're doing. They have a lot of expertise, and it has made making products like 10 times easier at least. Like, I don't want to be that like petty person, but I've seen some of the stuff that some people that you might be able to say are competitors of me. I think that artists doing this stuff, there isn't really competition, or there shouldn't be. People should not try to compete with other people for the most part. But I mean, for some people that you can consider my competitors, quality's way better. It just is. I've worked so hard to establish these connections with the manufacturers that I have. I've worked so hard to establish like the way that things in my brand are going to be sewn, like the way that things are going to fit in my brand and what kind of styles my brand is going to have. And I have found some of the best manufacturers with those things in mind. So yeah, I just think a lot of my competitors don't really care too much about that yet. These are going to be a huge save because I don't know if I'm going to stick with this material or if I'm going to go with a more like fuzzy one like I did with the so like my strawberry robes and my other fruit robes are this like shaggy material compared to this, which is very much like a smooth fur. And this one, they're both really soft, but this one probably has the better feel. This one has a little bit of that like, you know, the reason why people hate Sherpa blankets? It's got a little bit of that feeling to it, even though it's not that material. But this one is just like smooth, soft fur. So this one's way more expensive. That other one for the peach robe is less expensive. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So that's why I have to review these samples and see what works the best. The cool touches are these little orange buttons. Really happy with them. I think these are perfect, but I think the orange is too bright. I think this gray is too dark. And I think this needs a little more of a color, like brown or something.
I do want this thingy to be made out of like fabric instead of this felt, but like, how cute is that?
That's pretty cute. I'm so tired. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. These videos might be a little bit messy at the beginning, but once I get the hang of it, oh my gosh, I am so excited to show you all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. So much fun. Thanks for watching.